He certainly looks intimidating, and by all counts with what he's wearing, he is. But if we just take off his helmet, yeah, it kind of takes away the bit of imposing aspect of it, but he's still no less the hero of this game. Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Novara Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. It is day 90, and the 13th day as a Dragoon for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn, and what you are seeing currently on EDSS is the full Dragoon armor in its entirety, obtained yesterday after being forced to defeat Estenian in a duel, and then proceeding to kill him. That unfortunate event did give us the full Draken mail in its entirety and completed our Dragoon training, but obviously it did leave a bit of a sour taste in your mouth, as I'm sure it did back on day 57 when we had to deal with Falquez in the final Lancers duel. So, today we are continuing to try and get back on course as far as the infiltration of Castrum Sentry is concerned to rescue the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We started this by retrieving a suit of the Garlean Empire's Magitech armor, and now it's currently being repaired by Biggs and Wedge, who is behind the machine, but I can assure you that his name is there in the background, so yeah, he is there. So let's go ahead and speak with Sid and take on his level 46 challenge entitled Every Little Thing She Does is Magitech. A police reference. I love it, because Sting is my all-time favorite musician. Sid would have you assist in the repair of the Magitech armor. What do you want us to do, man? The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Moldona, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he might have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Well, let's see what Wedge can provide us with. Yeah, short in stature and maybe a little shy in courage, but he definitely knows his way around a suit of Magitech armor. As I believe the Chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers at Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution to substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. Which raises the question, what is a Mammoth? In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmith's Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Well, let's see if I do indeed possess the coin for it. 148,000 gil. Hopefully this is not a six-figure sum. So I will meet you guys in a moment over at the Goldsmith's Guild in Ul'dah, so I'll be right back. Okay, we have arrived in Ul'dah, and there we come to the Goldsmith's Guild, and this is where we are going to speak with its guildmaster, Miss Serendipity. Thank God you are not named Serena, or else I might have to do things I would regret. Miss Serendipity? Hello there! Come to collect a Mammoth Heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphinaud's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant will be coming to collect it. Really? Really? Let me guess. Wedge sent a message under the guise of Alphinaud, and that I am Alphinaud's personal servant. Oh, Wedge, you sneaky little bitch. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphanode has been a benefactor of all since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmith's Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the Mammoth Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Oh, Wedge, I'm gonna get you for this. Back to Revenant's Toll, without a moment to waste. Yes. Wedge, you and I are going to have a bit of a talk once I get back, and believe me, you're using Alphanode's identity to forge a contract to get a Mammoth's Heart from the Goldsmith's Guild in Ul'dah, and using me as your pawn, and making Serendipity believe that I am the manservant of Alphanode. Oh, Wedge, oh, I am gonna run you out on a rail. Oh, you are going to pay for that one once I get back to Mordona, if we ever actually get there. There we go. Hey, Slaftborn, I have business and a bone to pick with a Lalafell. Won't you go in? It hardly needs to be saying, but try not to be seen. Well, it's kind of hard not to be seen when you're decked out in full Dragoon armor. Hey, Wedge! We need to talk! Do you have the Mammoth Heart? I can't wait to see if it works! No, you better. Not after what you did. Hurrah! Thank you so much! But this is magnificent! It must have cost an emperor's ransom! Well, supposedly. Free of charge? Courtesy of Alphanode? Hey, don't act like you don't know what he's talking about. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing units so it should slot right in. Tongue twisters. Yes, curse you, tongue twisters. There, she's ready! Magitech armor, engage! Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. And by loving tap, I think you mean probably striking it with a sledgehammer or something? Well, it wasn't a sledgehammer, but was close enough. Oh, yeah, it's going. It's moving. Yes! She's alive! She's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Edie, would you care to do the honors? Really? Thank you. Let's go ahead and ride. The Magitech armor, first introduced in Final Fantasy VI. As part of the empire that tried to take over the world in that game. Led by Emperor Gestalt, but then was betrayed by Kefka, who's become known as perhaps the most legendary villain in Final Fantasy history. Alright, Wedge. Hop into the pilot's seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far up as you can go if you please. Oh, and for some reason if you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. So yeah, here we go. Now I'm riding some Magitech armor. Yeah, you don't wear it, you ride this stuff. So now we have to go over to this crystal mound over here, in this big clunking mass of iron and steel. Known as Magitech armor. See if I can get myself up here. Because we've had to come up here before. No anonymous movements yet from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north quick as you can. Jump back down and sprint north quick as you can. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, so, yeah, since I don't have the use of the sprint. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I was reading the map wrong. Now we have to come over here where the Nyx is. Let's see if I can crush it underneath this giant steel hoof. No, but we can get attacked by it. Okay, yeah, that's what I feared. Yeah, and now it's slowed me down. Well, isn't that just great? Now there's the goal. Hurry, Edie, hurry! Go, 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 go! Alright, it breaks off pursuit. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Edie. Alright. Back from whence we came. Now let's move this big clunker. Now let's move this thing around. As much as we can. Go! Yeah, jump over any obstacle that gets in the way. Go! Come on, man! Come on, we got to go here. We got to go, go, go. Not gonna bother with the lightning sprites. It's not important. No, we're just gonna step right over here. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Alright, that's taken care of. Alright, Wedge. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms? Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings! Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team? In which case, we should do all our best to make her feel welcome! Yeah, you have to actually select the Magitech armor and give it a warm welcome using the emote. This one right here. Hey, Magitech Reaper, welcome to our party! Oh! Chocobo! Massive Chocobo, where'd you come from? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so now we've done that. Yeah, it looks like Telos Starborn is about to do the same test I was doing. Alright, Biggs. Oh, and as you may have noticed, this is a challenge. Let's hope that when we target stuff, unlike yesterday, we'll actually target what I want to be targeting. Let's hope for no repeat incidents from yesterday, please and thank you. That would be very nice. Alright. Daft as I felt it, I gave it my very best. I woken myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? Well, let's have a look at it again. No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Yeah, that would be a good thought. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times, and wholly impractical during battle. Which means, using a mammoth heart in place of the War Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Guardian technology. Well, that sucks. Still looking there, Wedge? Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps? Or cheer our heads off? In other words, you don't know. Imperials! They've come for the armor! Damn it, they have us cornered! Yeah, here they come, 3 of them. There's the Reaper! Bring it on. Taken by the traitor Garland, and is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements! Yeah, I don't think so. The hells you will! Yeah, sit out a backup plan, just in case. We located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! You got nothing but static. It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland! Yeah, deal with it. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it! Yeah, so now they bring in their own Magitech armor. Bloody hell's Edie, protect the armor at all costs! You don't need to tell me twice. Here we go. Alright, next battle. Obviously, we have to deal with the humans, but we also need to deal with the Magitech armor, too. Alright, here we go. Can we yeah, attack, please. Attack. Attack, attack, attack. In fact, let's go over... Oh, that could have definitely sent me back. Where'd the Secutor go? Where did he go? Damn it! Oh, he's right over there. Keep him away from Maggie? Oh, you've given it a pet name now? Ugh! Oh, crap. I'm stuck. I am bound. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow! Damn it. Yeah, if we just locked onto the enemy I wanted to target in the first place, we wouldn't have this problem. Unfortunately... I'm being targeted. I'm being targeted. Alright, Equest, over here. Ugh. Not too close. Not too close. Yeah, over here, you stupid lunk. Over here, you stupid lunkhead. Okay, he's targeting Sid with his attack as the Magitech is the Vanguard. Yeah, now you want me. I'm the one you want. Yeah, screw everyone else. I'm the one who you have a beef with. Bring it on, you fool. It's gonna attack Sid again. Fortunately, I have the power of phlebotomize at my disposal. And considering how quickly we're going, we might actually pull this off and not have to do it more than once. Jumping into battle to get the kill. Alright, that's down, and we win. Yeah, seriously. Once again, issues with targeting. Yeah, when you're in the midst of a heat of battle, it's not what you want to have happen. And it seems that... Damn it. It seems the more we go into battle, it seems like the harder this... the more of a complication this becomes. Yeah, but now the Magitech armor has become self-aware. It's like, uh-oh, we may have to scrap this plan. But yeah, this Magitech armor has become self-aware, and that's not cool. Chief, look, she moved! Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrom's Sentry and rescue our comrades. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. So yeah, we now have everything ready to go. There, the finishing touch! Finishing touch? What do you mean by that? Well, I don't know what that is, but obviously it's not something through the Empire. Their own little stamp of approval, as it were. Special delivery from Garland Ironworks. But yeah, it looks like we're ready to launch ourselves into Castrom's Sentry. And I believe we can do that today. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do. Because, yeah, it's less than 20 minutes into the video. We can definitely make it a point to do our infiltration today. So let's go over and speak to Sid again. The silver mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that, let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we'll like to get. And so with that, let's go ahead and take on the level 46 challenge. The big one. Escape from Castrom's Sentry. Sid awaits confirmation of your readiness to undertake the rescue mission. Well, we're as ready as we're ever going to be. We have the Magitech armor, and we have outfits ready to go. How go your preparations, Edie? We leave as soon as you're ready. All good over here. Glamont, you came. I thought you'd give all you your own send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women who are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? I fear but I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really, truth be told. A part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman, with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing. She was gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Al Amigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way through a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us, and rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. 'Twas some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then I'd get revenge on the Empire and became an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes and you already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. Well, actually, it's more like specifically 4 days. Minus 2, of course, because we're doing Dragoon training. You've given us too much credit, Glamont. We only seek to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? On any road, after you got your friends back, you'll plan on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while with everything you've got planned. And you are sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afraid I must decline. I'd swore to get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Rolgal give you strength. Yeah, no shortage of enthusiasm to go with it. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. I couldn't agree more there, Sid, but first, we have friends to rescue, absolutely. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castron Sentry, just outside the stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Indeed. Yeah, so have to abandon the Dragoon armor for a little while anyway. So I will see you guys over near Castron Sentry, correctly dressed and ready for a battle. Well, not yet battle, but you can imagine that we'll have to cross some battling eventually as we go and invade Castron Sentry. So be right back. Okay, so here it is. We're standing outside of Castron Sentry. Dawn is about to come up over Mordona, and we have Sid who's ready for us to get this infiltration and this rescue underway. So, let's go ahead and give the man a talking to. Because we're now finally ready to begin this. Over a month after the signs of the 7th Dawn were ransacked, it is now time for us to rescue them. Forgive me for saying so, but you cut quite a dashing figure in Imperial Black and Crimson. Ah, but now is not the time for jests. Yeah, so, yeah. I still have the Dragoon armor on, but yeah, I'm not convincing anyone. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alpha Node and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alpha Node and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. No issue over here. And Biggs and Wedge, how come you're not wearing, like, the helmets? How come I'm the only one who's wearing a helmet? Because we did make an order for 3 of them. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, and lest you wonder, Ida and Ishtola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alpha Node and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed, they did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless if memory serves. Wise words. Sounds like Ishtola. Kazita would never say anything like that. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, Edie. May the 12 keep you. Now all ready to go in. Let's do this. Yeah, we're flipping you off, you're flipping us off. It's all good. So when we go into Castrum Sentry. So now that we've successfully gone in, yeah, I should temporarily take care of the Dragoon's gauntlets for now, just to at least make this look more convincing. Meanwhile, Minfilia and Livia are getting some alone time.
That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
You know, trying to bait her with an offer? Well, you're not gonna get an offer accepted by slapping her in the face and kicking her in the gut.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia.
Well, to be honest, she never did wait for an answer.
For all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study.
Does it involve dissection and electrocution?
Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridiana.
Yeah, they're getting relocated.
Yes, milady.
Hopefully we can stop them before that happens. Yeah, because Minfilia and the rest of them are certainly suffering enough out there. Therefore, we have to come to the rescue. Post haste. So let's hope that this load goes by quickly, because, yeah, we don't want to be waiting for too long. Because we have friends to save, people to rescue, that sort of thing. Okay, there it is. You're scaring me a little bit here. I'd hate to see a crash occur. But yeah, we're now on the grounds of Castrum Sentry, and yeah, let's for now unequip the gauntlets. Yeah, just so that the sleeves actually look convincing on the jacket of the Imperial robe. Alright, so we now have to, as part of our masquerade, perform an Imperial salute in front of 3 soldiers. Let's start with this Imperial courier, who's tending to one of the Magitech vanguards. Hey you sir, I'm flipping you off. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there, so engrossed was I in my task. You would be engrossed too how the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. Oh, thank you for that very juicy information. And then we have to go perform said salute again, this time in front of an Imperial Decurion. Sir, I'm flipping you off. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Occidens, are you? Welcome to Customs Sentry Engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors, then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Now, show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Well, with a threat like that, we better get moving. Yeah, and yet somehow within an Imperial stronghold, there is somehow greenery in here. Don't ask me why, I'm not the guy who made this game, that was all Square Enix. Hey, guard! I'm flipping you off. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there, and, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright. I dare say you know the one I mean. Hey, the slut blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lolafella lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable, it hurts. I want to sweep up into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What reckon would it take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? Well, maybe we can give him that answer, 'cause he's over here. We don't have to walk up to him to do this, but you still have to select him and flip him off. What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At the Tribunus's behest, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. And so, we now go over to Biggs. Because now with the appropriate equipment, in addition to the appropriate equipment we already possess, security's tight, just as we expected. We're gonna need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. Well, I just happen to have one. Yeah, freshly delivered from an Imperial Centurion. Hey, Wedge, get back in the armor. All good? Yeah, back in the armor there, Wedge. Yeah, we still have a lot to do in here. Yes, there's still much to be done. So now we have to go examine the steel door. And as you may have noticed, this will actually put us into a situation where we are going to engage in battle. So, now that we've accomplished what we needed to do and gotten where we needed to go, let's switch out for the Dragoon armor. There we go, that's more like it. Let's go ahead and reset that. Okay, so at this point, since we are now where we need to be, we're going to bring today to a close. I'm going to leave you guys in suspense, and then tomorrow we will truly get the rescue underway. Because there's a lot of plot attached to this attempt, and once we pull it off. If we can pull it off, of course. But we'll leave that for tomorrow. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will go into where the storage tower is right in front of me, and we will make our attempt to rescue the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.